dog Hoist. He was just over 2 months old when I adopted him from the animal shelter here in Vegas. Now he's 6 years old and continues to have a loving home. If we had not adopted him, where would he be now? The sad truth is, he might not even have been alive. Have you ever wondered why adoption is so important? It's not just about owning an animal, it's about saving a life. Today I'll tell you why you should adopt an animal. I have extensively researched the topic of adopting versus buying animals. I also have owned a pet that was at first given to an animal shelter before given to me. In my speech, I will talk to you about why adoption is beneficial to animals, our society, and you. Adopting a pet is better than buying a pet because it supports the humane ways of treating animals. If you buy a dog from a pet store, you are unfortunately supporting puppy mills, which, according to the Humane Society, are factory-style dog breeding facilities that put profit above the welfare of dogs. There are also kitten mills that commit the same kind of brutality on cats. The dogs and cats that are used to breed are housed in cages with little to no physical and social activity, and after being bred enough times, they are killed, abandoned, or sold because they are considered useless. If you buy a pet rather than adopt, you support this animal cruelty, whether you wanted to or not, because these breeders will continue breeding these animals if they know they can make a profit off of them. Adoption ensures that you don't support this animal abuse and encourage others to adopt as well. You should adopt rather than buy an animal for the reason that it will improve the lives of animals, our society, and you. As you already heard, buying pets means supporting puppy and kitten mills, while adoption saves lives. Animals usually end up in shelters not because of something they did, but because of people reasons, such as a divorce, a move, or financial reasons. Or adopting an animal gives them a second chance at life. You actually save two pets when you adopt one, the one that you adopted and the one that fills the space in the shelter that would have otherwise been left on the street. Your adoption will reduce the number of the current 2.7 million dogs and cats that are euthanized annually in the United States. Practicality, there are many shelters scattered throughout the country, but most people don't pay attention to them. I and several of my friends own pets from shelters and have loved them very much. This is how it has worked in the past. Questions, I have so many already. Examples of questions are, I have so many already and I do not have the time or energy to adopt another. An answer can be, you can donate to animal shelters so they can continue housing them. According to Best Friends Animal Society, it costs just $83 to save an animal. Or you can volunteer at animal shelters or at their fundraisers. Another question, there is absolutely no way I can afford a pet and its treatment. Most pets that are adopted come with thorough medical examination, as well as vaccination, screening, and being house-trained and spayed or neutered. I'll never be able to find the pet I'm looking for in an animal shelter. There's actually a larger variety of animals at shelters than in pet stores, since puppy and kitten mills typically breed only one type of dog or cat. In animal shelters, you can get an adult pet if preferred, while most pet stores usually sell only puppies and kittens. Or there's another question, I just don't see how having a pet will benefit me. Caring for an animal can provide a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Animals ease loneliness and isolation. Studies have also shown that animals make people happier. It will help your depression tremendously as it did mine. Studies, dog walking, pet grooming, and even petting are all forms of physical exercise and strengthening the heart, improve circulation, and slow the loss of bone tissue. The lives of animals and you both benefit from adopting a pet. By adopting a pet, not only does it make room at the shelter for other animals, but it helps them grow in a home environment instead of a cage. It helps them become socialized to people and other pets. Don't judge your pet by their behavior until you've had them for a while. Being loved tends to improve your pet. Sometimes it can take a year for a dog to wag their tail. Be patient. They do change, and usually for the better. In conclusion, adopting a pet is better than buying a pet because it supports humane views on how we should look at animals. I strongly encourage you all to think about adopting an animal or helping animal shelters. I personally will continue to care for my dog, Hoist, as well as put my time and effort in caring for animals. So will you be the one who just walks by mistreated animals, or will you be the one who adopts and does something about it? That's it.